Hi, and welcome to Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. Shabbat Shalom to you. Hope you're in good health and in good spirits. I know a lot of you probably have had your attention turned to the news out of Israel over the last 24 hours. A major anti-terror operation took place in Jenin, in the West Bank city of Jenin, in the early hours of Thursday morning, if I have the information correct. And in the ensuing mission, a major gunfight broke out and 9 Palestinians were killed. In the aftermath of that, rockets were fired from Gaza, and there was a very tense situation in Jerusalem. And we just got word just before filming Fedmail this afternoon that there was a terror attack on a synagogue in Neve Yaakov outside of Jerusalem. 5 people were killed in a synagogue shooting. So the situation there continues to be incredibly tense and difficult. The director of the CIA, I believe, is heading over to the region very shortly. And of course, Secretary of State Antony Blinken had just visited with the Israeli administration. Also, this is coming in the shadow of this week's joint military training operations, war games, so to speak, took place between the United States and Israel, the largest of their kind. Each year, this is conducted in the Eastern Mediterranean. Different Israeli aircraft and U.S. aircraft basically work together to train together in a show of force, essentially to show Iran that we have the capability, or that Israel has the capability to strike their nuclear sites. The operation is called Juniper Oak. This year was the largest one. So a ton is going on, not to mention that in Ukraine, the United States announced this week that we would be sending Abrams tanks there, in addition to Germany similarly sending tanks. So a lot, just so much going on around the world, and we, this being Shabbat, we pray for peace. Some good news, little recap of what's going on in the community. Last Sunday, January 22nd, Songs of Hope 3, the concert held between as part of the Black Jewish Alliance was held, and there was a great turnout and a lot of positive feelings, and really extraordinarily talented performers gave just a wonderful concert. And it's part of the effort to build bridges and cooperation and stronger relationships between the two communities, which of course is incredibly important given the rise of anti-Semitism and so many of the racial issues that have taken place over the last several years. We welcome the development of programs like Songs of Hope. So that was great. Also, I want to make mention that today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Now, of course, being in the Jewish community, we're familiar with Yom HaShoah, which takes place in the spring and is commemorative of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. Today, January 27th, is International Holocaust Remembrance Day, which commemorates the liberation of Auschwitz. As part of the program for International Holocaust Remembrance Day, Jewish Federation and Worcester JCC, along with the Israeli Consulate, have a great exhibit up at the JCC highlighting the different diplomats who played a role in rescuing Jewish lives during the Holocaust. And it's a wonderful exhibit and really highlights these righteous Gentiles, which leads me to remind you that we are still seeking nominations for the Tapper Charitable Foundation's Righteous Gentile Award. So if you know someone in the local community who has just done great work on behalf of an ethnic or religious group that's not their own, please let us know, and we would love to collect those names and have a wonderful program this spring. Last but not least, I want to invite you to take part in a breakfast program this Sunday at the Torah Center. They will be hosting the CEO of Efrat Crib, a program to help Israeli families with newborns. And the CEO of the program, Nir Solomon is his name, will be speaking at a breakfast at the Torah Center. So you can find the flyer for that below. And I also want to make mention, again, as we mentioned last week, there are a lot of opportunities to travel to Israel coming up over the next several months. This is Israel at 75. The Jewish Federations of North America General Assembly is this April. And then our community has a wonderful trip scheduled for November. You can find more information about that in Fedmail below, and I certainly encourage you to do that. Thank you all so much for supporting Jewish life here in Central Mass and around the world. I don't have to tell you that there are a lot of challenges, and we're certainly living through uncertain times. Your support and partnership is greatly appreciated and helps a lot. Thank you so much to our sponsors of Fedmail, Drew Mortgage and Ransford Pest Control. Thank you guys. We appreciate the help. And I want to wish you once again a Shabbat Shalom. Take care, have a great weekend, and pray for peace around the world, especially in Israel. Thank you. Bye-bye.